keys. Fleet Bank. Safe deposit box number D354. Dad had a safe deposit box?
May I help you?
Hello. My name is Rebecca Casey. My father had a safe deposit box here. He died recently, and we'd like to get into it. I have the key.
I'm sorry to hear about your father. What's the box number?
D354.
Is your name on the account?
Not that I know of.
That could be a problem. Yes, here it is. What was your father's name?
Patrick Casey.
Casey, isn't it? Yes, it's a joint account with Rebecca Casey. Your signature is right there. You signed it 9 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I completely forgot.
I guess your father was thinking of you. I'll need to see a picture ID. Do you have a driver's license?
Somewhere in here.
Thank you. Ms. Jackson will show you to the safe deposit box.
Dad stashed all this stuff away.
I had no idea he kept all this. Oh, it's a letter from a woman he saved in the hotel fire.
What's this?
Oh, I can't believe it. It's a program from a recital I was in when I was a little girl. I didn't know he was so sentimental.
Let me see.
And a letter from Mom.
Here's Dad's discharge papers from the Boston Fire Department. Here's his birth certificate. Here's Mom's death certificate.
Look, it's a picture of Dad and Uncle Brendan.
You look so young.
Just about your age. Oh, Grandma and Grandpa's passports from Ireland. These passports were processed at Ellis Island in 1920. They must have sailed right past the Statue of Liberty. God, that must have been something. Can you imagine what that was like? It's an old Irish ring. Isn't it beautiful?
I can understand what the heart means, but what about the hands and the crown?
The hands mean friendship, and the crown means loyalty. There's something engraved on it.
What does it say?
I don't know, it's in Irish.
Must have been Mom's.
No. I never saw this ring on Mom's finger. Maybe it's Grandma's. Look, U.S. savings bonds. There's about 40 here, and they're each $100.
$4,000?
Kevin, you were right. Dad did have an insurance policy. Whole life, Patrick Francis Casey. Face value, $50,000.
50,000? 50,000 big ones? That's wild.
Beneficiaries, Rebecca Casey and Kevin Casey.
I mean, would you look at us? Are we rich or what?
Kevin, we're not rich. Dad's insurance money will barely pay for college for one of us. Not to mention the rent and bills.
Are you
I don't
kidding
know
me? $50,000. I could get a motorcycle, a laptop.
Kevin, try to remember why we're getting this money.
I remember. So what are we gonna do?
First, we cash in these savings bonds. Next, we'll call the life insurance company and see how we can cash in the policy.
Oh, no. One of those automated answering services.
Yeah, where did all of the human operators go?
They put me on hold. Maybe we should talk to Uncle Brendan and ask what would be better, a CD or some other kind of investment.
Yeah, especially for the big money from the insurance policy.
Wait a minute.
For information on redeeming an insurance policy, please press 3 now.
Press 3.
Hello?
Yes, hello. My father died recently, and I'd like to cash in his insurance policy.
One moment. Can you hold, please?
Yes, I can hold.
Boy, beneficiary, fiduciary, underwriting. Every word they use is a mile long.
I have a feeling this is going to take some time. Yes. Yes, I understand. Can I have your name, please? Joan. Thank you very much, Joan. Bye.
So?
It's not a big deal. They said we'd probably get the money in 2 to 3 months.
1 minute we're broke, the next we're loaded.
I'm exhausted.
Look, I've been thinking about what you were talking about.
Me too. I think that you...
Let me go first, okay? Rebecca, I want you to go back to college. That's what Dad would want, too.
I've been doing some thinking, too. I've decided that I can't leave you here alone.
I know this is hard for you to believe, but I'm not a little kid anymore.
Kevin, I don't think of you as a little kid.
Sure you do. Look, I've been talking to a few of my friends, and they all have jobs. 3 of them want to move in here with me. We'd split the rent 4 ways.
It sounds like a great idea. But aren't these the same guys that got thrown out of that apartment on Gardner Street?
It wasn't their fault. The landlord was a creep.
Sure. And what happens if you and your friends can't cover the rent?
We'll pay the rent. You'll see.
I don't think it's such a smart idea to live with these guys. It could lead to trouble.
That's what I'd be there for, to keep them in line.
Oh, Kevin, be serious for once. I mean, really.
Kevin, what happens if you do this? Kevin, what happens if you do that? When are you going to stop acting like my mother?
Kevin, let's not start this again.
No, let's get this out in the open once and for all. You don't think I can do anything by myself. Rebecca, why don't you just go back to San Francisco and let me live my own life?
Kevin, I don't want to start another argument. I'm too tired. I don't have time for this.
Rebecca, admit it. You just don't want to go to San Francisco.
Kevin, that's not it.
Sure it is. You're using me as an excuse because you don't want to go to college.
Kevin, I want to go back. I should be there. I need to be there for 100 reasons.
Then go back, Rebecca. Go back. I can take care of myself, believe it or not.
You're all the family I have. We'll be thousands of miles apart.
What's a few thousand miles? I mean, they have phones there, don't they?
Yeah, well, let me think about it.
Rebecca and Kevin found a key to a safe deposit box.
Keys. Fleet Bank.
Inside of the box, she found that ring.
It's an old Irish ring. Isn't it beautiful?
An old Irish passport.
Oh, Grandma and Grandpa's passports from Ireland.
One passport tells us the whole story, whole history of the family.
The pictures. Oh my, they were so young.
Yeah.
In the box we found some savings bonds for about $4,000.
U.S. savings bonds. There's about 40 here, and they're each $100.
$4,000?
And they found a $50,000 insurance policy.
Dad did have an insurance policy. Whole life. Patrick Francis Casey. Face value, $50,000.
What do you think?
Well, I think that Kevin and Rebecca's father wanted to be sure that all the memories from their family were preserved, and he wanted to leave that to his children to remember their roots.
It also gives you a different perspective of Patrick, of this man, very sensitive, this man with big feelings, concerned about his children.
All of a sudden, Rebecca and Kevin have a lot more options because they have money.
Kevin, you know, is still young, and if I got that big money, I'm sure that I'm gonna use it for something for fun.